car will make it very much more messy, for lack of a better term. So, Anderson on pole, Loudon starting second, watching for the lights, and they will start to come very soon. Waiting for the built-in LFS timeout, and the lights start to go. 2 lights, 4 lights, and we are go! Lights go green. Great start from Anderson and Diaz. Loudon's not so great a start. He's gonna come back to third. Cherkashin is there. Van Buren also back there. Now as they head down, where's the bottleneck gonna happen? There's got to be a bottleneck. Who is that? The Goik having a bit of a thing. Everyone's so far. Oh, someone is off. Someone has gone off. I've seen it. Jason Matthews, Furry, I see, have had offs. Who was that? Anderson, I see, is also behind. But most cars have gotten through cleanly so far, and we'll see who can continue on and get through the rest of the race. So, not as major of a mess into turn number 1 as we had originally first thought. See if everyone can get through onto the bridge straight cleanly. Everyone's seeming to do so now. A bit of a bottleneck back in the back with the cars 200, 246, 288, and 236. So they hit in there. 200 is pushing 246, bumping a little bit. Car 213 is joined the spectators. Makalowski has dropped his connection. Almaraz is being overtaken by car 200 as they almost contact there. As Gerda can't get around him. We have lost connection to Goik. I believe maybe that is why he has spectated. So Anderson has come to complete this first lap. Loudon's second, Diaz third, and Cherkashin fourth. So a very chaotic first lap. Minute 22nd laps here, so everyone's going to now start just trying to settle into a rhythm and not end up, hopefully we don't have anyone bin it so much. Definitely predictions of safety cars heading into this race. We'll see if those hold true or if we can have a completely green flag race. We had at least one safety car in each race last round, and safety cars, one could contest, is part of the nature of touring car racing. You're going to have incidents, so you'll have safety cars.
Yeah, indeed, so I'm quite surprised about how clean they were. Unfortunately, right in the back is Jason Lovett and Jason Matthews from Sonic Realms Racing. So that means two of the 4 Sonic Realms drivers have already been demoted to the back of the grid, or back of the race. Novak, number 77, just being dive bombed, well, being passed anyway.
And Rick DeYoung is heading off, coming into the final turn. He'll keep it out of the gravel, and he will come back on, hopefully not getting in the way of anyone. But he has had a bit of an off. But luckily no one has gone rolling or whatnot.
Cherkashin just got hit by a number of cars. He's spun, and he is going to be hit by a few people.
And Kevin Burns is also off there, getting around. So ooh, they're gonna come back in front of everyone coming turn 5. That is not good. And there's a big spin in the back. Who is that? Was off. And someone's upside down. Almaraz is upside down. And this is a big schmozzle.
Crash.
Almaraz, I do believe, is upside down. The middle track safety car is out. So safety car indeed out. Almaraz upside down. Everyone's gonna have to slow down very quickly here and avoid him. So, big crash happening in one of the bottleneck points here. Unfortunate circumstances, but very, very massive shunting going on right there.
Yeah, it all started when Cherkashin was hit by, I think it was, I don't want to say who it was actually because I don't actually know for certain, but he was hit by a driver and he spun, and then a number of cars had to go round the outside of him, and they all ended up on the grass, and then one of them ended up in the barrier, and then they all followed, and in the end, 246, Almaraz ended up being flipped into the air and ended up on his roof. So it was a big, as what Jonathan would call a schmozzle. That's unfortunate, but that is the first safety car of the race. We are on lap 4.
Actually, that's not worthy of being a schmozzle. That would be a grand carambolage. It was indeed that epic to deserve the term grand carambolage.
From my point of view, it looked like Circassian was wide at turn 4, and he was squeezed about 3 wide, and then he was spun across in front of other cars, which caused a big bit of carnage. And once Alamaras got sideways on the outside of turn 4, he was hit and went into the air.
Just having a look around the field, there are quite a lot of cars with banged up race cars. Let's see, hopefully no one can get too banged up under safety car here. Safety car will be in at the end of this lap, so we'll have a restart coming up very soon. Anderson leading from Loudons, Van Buren in 3rd, Lind 4th, and Phil Diaz 5th. Nolan Scott in 6th on the restart. So they're coming through the final chicane now. Now the thing is, if Blazers come take the green, then half the field, or in a quarter of the field, probably still won't be.
Oh, there's been an accident again! Boljevic has just been, he just started spinning and was collected by a Sonic Realms car, and he's in the back. So he's going to have to stay at the back, and yeah, the race is about to restart.
And here we are, green flag will come out. Now we're back underway. Let's see, Van Buren got a good jump on the restart. Lind got even a better one. Lind goes from 4th to 2nd into turn 1, and they got to touch. Contact between Loudons and Lind. Loudons almost rolling on 2 wheels as they head in. Loudons in front of Van Buren, then Diaz and Scott for turn number 4. See if anyone has crashed in the back. I don't see anyone as I head through on the restart. No, everyone's so far cleanly through the first part of the lap, as we'll head into turns 6 and 7 now. Atkinson contact with someone. Who is that? With Borisov. He's off into the grass. He'll be sliding, waiting to recover. He'll recover, but fortunately for everyone behind, ooh, schmozzling and bottlenecking into turn number 8 as they come onto the bridge. Very tight 90-degree right-hander there. Now everyone fast, flat out now as they head into the easy. Someone's off up ahead. Who's that? That is
Maliki.
Maliki is. Oh no, I could tell it was a core car before I got to it. So absolute chaos here at this very conducive to chaos circuit.
Rudy Van Buren has just got past Loudons into 3rd there at the hairpin.
Chris Ford is off at the chicane. He's still on wheels down, so he's good now. Lynn trying to catch Anderson. Loudon's trying to get around Van Buren. Diaz and Scott holding their position fairly well. Close action here in 9th, 10th, 8th, and so with Nolzal, Keogh, and Marquez. Marquez is going to try to come around the outside. No, he won't be able to get around the outside of Keogh heading through turn 6 and 7. So Marquez will have to settle down for just a second and hold. And Martin Meyer has joined the spectators. Not sure why. So once again, absolute chaos here at Fern Bay. Pavlovic a bit slow coming onto the bridge.
Yeah, it's been absolute chaos. I'm clicking like a madman all over the TV director. There's just stuff happening everywhere. But I think they've just about settled down a bit. We're just about to go on to lap 7. Enerson is in the lead.
Benkyo just spun at the hairpin, coming out the chicane.
Benkyo is backwards. He quickly gets off onto the grass to get off of the.
He got on 2 wheels
tarmac.
and then spun in the grass.
And Chris Ford has also done something.
Some of us are seeing who are in with admin rights are seeing messages saying when people are causing cautions, which will help us. Chris Ford just generally slow, no real damage. Tires being kept fairly cool, but if we keep going like this for very long, they're going to start to heat up fairly
Novak.
rapidly here.
Novak just had a spin. He was hit by somebody, just being passed by a number of drivers, being passed by Lovett right now. Lovett makes lots of contact. Novak pulls into the side of him, and Ferrari is going to go past on the inside, pushes Lovett into the wall. It's incredible racing here. Bit rough and tumble. He's going to have to give way, I think. It's a bit too tight.
Oh, contact!
They both go off. Faree has also...
Forey is right on the inside. That's careful. Someone just went off up ahead. Forey's just got to hold. He has no choice. He's on the hill. That's a bad place to have to try to recover from, but he is there. But he has lost major position on the track. Meanwhile, Anderson and Lind having the cleanest race of anyone on the track. Van Buren also having a fairly clean race so far, but chaos anyone who's even near anyone.
This is just unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it in Live for Speed, to be honest. This is one of the craziest races I've ever seen. And we're only on laps 8.
Chris Ford has joined the spectator. Someone's off. Maliki is off again in front of a few cars. He won't be much of a threat right now. He will be recovering. Matthew's also having a bit of fun in the turn 1, 2, 3 area.
Oh, and we've got it's on.
Heavy looking damage to Baton's rear right, but he looks like they're going just fine still. Being told that Matthews is causing a caution. He is spectated now.
Incredible. We've lost so many drivers already. We've lost 4 drivers so far in the 8 laps we've been running. We've lost 5. We've lost 6 drivers.
Incredible. Well, saying 30 cars would be chaos, and Novak has spun going into the chicane, and he will recover fairly well. But yeah, chaos is an understatement for this, guys.
Yeah, it's just amazing stuff. I think they're just calming down a little bit now. I hate to see what's going to happen in the reverse grid next race. My goodness me, it's going to be just a spectacle that you'll never see again.
Race 2 will be the finishing order of this race. Then race 3 has the random number draw grid reversal. Anywhere between 6 and 10 will be reversed. So Loudon's obviously in a battle with Van Buren. Van Buren leading in front of Loudon's as they head in the last quarter of the lap.
They were side by side into turn 9 and Loudon's just had to give way.
Yeah, Loudon's did try and go round the outside on that dangerous corner, but thought better of it. But he's in good position to try and get past Van Buren in the next few corners.
And yet, everyone getting spread out now, I think. Everyone's gotten spread out, and that's helping us get calmed down here.
Anderson on that lap was about half a second slower than Lind, so the gap was down to half a second. Looks like Lind's tyres are slightly better.
So we've got the Renaissance cars, 2nd and 4th, both fighting.
Lind right 2 car lengths behind Anderson, so Lind is right. If he can hold on the track, we might have a good overtaking maneuver here on the main stretch. Oh, Lind putting it off the track, all 4 wheels onto the grass a little bit. He only loses about a car and a half length. Anderson putting it a couple wheels onto the grass, using all the curbs, heading into that chicane. Who can get through here better? Anderson clipping the tires, Lind clipping the tires. Lind 2 wheels on the grass, hard on the brakes now for the final turn. They'll come off. Who will get a good run? Lind only 2 car lengths behind. Slipstreaming chance for Lind. He will be catching a little. I don't know if he'll have enough of a slipstream. Not much of a long stretch to get a good slipstream on. And Lind will have to reset for another run on Anderson.
Despite Lind's little off coming out into turn 10, he still made up time on that lap.
Yeah, he did. He is really harassing Anderson. It's only a matter of time before something happens. Pavlovich has done something. There he is. Not sure what he's
Had
done.
an off at the chicane. It's appeared, but he is continuing on. A little bit of rear left damage, but now Lynn is going to retry as they head through the on over the bridge again, over the overpass. Commander Girard causing a yellow flag sector one that might be in pit lane. Lynn falling back a little bit this time. Lynn's tire is fairly hot compared to Anderson's. Uh, 10 laps complete, about 7 to go. But finally having a chance to catch her breath, almost. Lynn about a car length behind Anderson now, but Anderson getting a better bite coming out of the last turn. And watching also battle between Loudons and Van Buren. And who else is in this? Who else are we watching? And Nolan Scott indeed catching them also. Bang over the curbs through turn number 1. And now they'll break for the long sweeping right-hander, then the hard left. Very track will thin out on the exit there. Someone causing a local yellow somewhere. But Scott losing a little bit of ground on Loudons through there. Loudons doing good to stay on the back of Van Buren. Getting very close to touching that Armco out on the left-hand side of the track there.
Yeah, they've just spread out a little bit. There's a battle for first and second between Anderson and Lind, and there's a battle for third, fourth and fifth between Rudy Van Buren, Loudons and Nolan Scott.
Pavlovich making a pit stop. Oh, Nolan getting right up on two wheels, almost rolling it there through the chicane. I'm sure we'll see a lot of that from a lot of people, especially when they're this close.
Lynn losing more time on that lap as he goes flying across the curves at turn 1. But he's still close and could make a move in the next 4 laps.
Yep, lap 13 of 17. Order is Anderson, Lind, Van Buren, Loudon,
Jason
Scott.
Lovett having it off at the chicane at the final turn, but he'll continue on. So we will keep having this excellent scrapping now that we've finally gotten stuff to settle down into whatever sort of rhythm you can get at this track.
So what do we have going on behind? Well, Burns and Marquez are having a small battle. That's for 10th position. There we go, Marquez, or Burns just trying to get on the inside of Marquez, and he does so. Good move there.
Now Van Buren, Loudons, and Scott all right together within 4 car lengths of each other as they head to the final turn. Whoa!
Yep, sorry for interruption, but Kirkishin just got absolutely on 2 wheels, coming through the chicane, nearly rolled it, went on the grass, being chased by his teammate Burns, but he managed to get away with it, only just. He was incredibly lucky there. Any more, he would have gone over and caused another safety car.
4 laps to go in the race, 13 down of the 17 scheduled. Loudons, he can stay this close to Van Buren. We might have a good slipstreaming opportunity for him.
Lind has lost half a second on the previous lap there, so obviously I put the commentators cursing him by saying he could catch Anderson.
Yeah, indeed, it did look like he had some speed, but he's lost some of that speed, and it looks like Anderson is pretty secure, but, well, shouldn't really have said that, but anyway, Anderson in the core racing car is looking fairly good in the lead, as they're going about to head on to lap 15 at the end of this one. In this race there are 6 core racing cars, so they have a fairly good chance of winning, no matter what happens.
Just watching Loudons right getting a very good run. Both Van Buren and Loudons are getting a good run through that final turn, but Van Buren seems to have a little more straight line speed than compared to Loudons.
Just as I said that about the gap between first and second, it's came down to half a second now. So obviously to and fro in between them, trading tenths of seconds.
Oh man, I can't wait to see some of the post-race discussions after this one.
I think I can wait. I know there's going to be lots of naughty words being used. I think non-family-friendly words. Loudons is in the slipstream with Van Buren, so they came onto the straight, but just not enough to get past, I don't think.
Nope. 2 laps to go when they get to the line, so we'll be starting the penultimate lap. And for some drivers, I'm sure it's none too soon. A couple of cars in the wall. Atkinson and Marquez having a pancake affair with the wall, sort of damage to their car. The young car coming off the bridge. But as we head back up and keep an eye on the front of the field, wind catching up a little bit back to Anderson. And Loudon's right on the back bumper of Van Buren, about half a car length between them. Loudon's getting the slip, and he pulled out. Man, might have been a little too early. Or maybe he's just going to wait. Maybe he thinks he can get that close again. He drops back a little bit, but bang over the curbs. I'm surprised none of these guys have lost it over the curbs so much. But Loudon's right on the back bumper. He's doing very well to stay on him. Losing a little through the 5th turn there. Now heading through 6 and 7. They will head onto the bridge again for another time. Who can get a good run off there? Van Buren getting a bit of a better run off of there. And Jason Lovett is getting his way out of the beach in the final turn. And he is
just
out.
looking here at, sorry.
Stay green. Go ahead.
Sorry about this, but Dole's out, is in a battle with with Burns and Phil Diaz. Just managed to get past him. Oh, Burns goes off!
Go straight on. That was like lag.
Where is he? Is he still there? Where's he gone?
He's still there. Yeah, he is still there recovering. But
yeah.
Whoa, he just went straight on there. Might have been a bit of lag. Apologies to anyone's speakers who I might have just blown up there.
Yeah. Well, I think he may have had a minimizer or something, because that was weird.
That's Chikashin gone on 2 wheels and went on his side at the chicane. Back on track though.
That's at least the 2nd time he's done that in this race, maybe more, but yeah, he's done that quite a few times.
There's about
so
3 of them
final lap, so
all in that battle.
realizing that they need to go for it.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this before. I doubt a lot of the spectators and the crowd have seen anything like this before. There has been some irresponsible driving, I would say. There has been some driving that really, I don't know, a little bit edgy. I think they need to calm down a bit for the next one. There's just been some kind of odd moves. But up at the front, it's been very clean and exciting just to see how close they can get to each other.
Heading through the chicane for the final time under racing conditions here in race 1. Van Buren clipping the tires a little bit, but it looks like he will be fairly well in 3rd unless something epic happens here out of the final turn, which it won't. But as they come out of the final turn, Frederick Anderson from Core Racing will come to second, his first win in the iCON Touring Car Championship. Anderson winning, Dennis Lind in 2nd, Van Buren 3rd, Loudons 4th. Nolan Scott will come and finish 5th, Yukovic 6th. Out of the final turn now, Diaz will come to finish 7th. Rick de Jong in 8th position. Petra Dolzal in 9th. Then Chikashin and Baton coming across the line. Now they'll finish at 11th respectively. Atkinson and Marquez are going to try and come across the line. Looks like they'll stay nose to tail. Atkinson ahead of Marquez. Here comes, as we watch across the line, Kevin Burns having that odd crash at the end. And now out of the final turn, Kagas coming out. Now he will finish in 15th. Wilkinson coming down 16th. 17th, Lucas Maliki. Ben Keogh and Bolshevik. A bit of side-by-side as they come to the finish. Side-by-side, who's going to get this position? Bolshevik getting around Ben having some heavy damage on the left side of his car as they came to the finish. And amazing. I have no other word to call it, but that carnage, I would say.
Further back, looks like Novak had a bit of a problem, and he was very slow over the line there, finishing in 23rd position.
So, taking a look at the results here, see them on the screen. Anderson, Lynn, Van Buren, and Loudens. 6th, 7th, Jukovic, Diaz, Rick de Jong in 8th, 15.7 seconds behind. Petr Dolezal in 9th, and Shukashin 10th. Now, as we head to page 2, Baton 11th, Atkinson in 12th, Marquez 13th, Kevin Burns 14th, Kagas in 15th, Wilkinson 16th, 17th, Maliki 18th, Bolshevik, Benkio finishing 19th, Kim Andrzejerde in 20th. 25 cars ended up finishing this race out of the 31 who started. Forey in 21st, Jason Lovett finishing 22nd, 23rd Novak, 24th Pers, and Pavlovic 25th. So we're gonna take a break and get our thoughts set up here and get ready for the next race. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Have a break, collect your thoughts, and get ready for some more. Here, you're watching the iCON Touring Car Championship here live on